As you're dating younger women and you're kind of like damaging them at a young age. So now when we get to our 30s, we're completely damaged by an older man, and now we don't want to try and y'all don't want us. The man is 40, 45, let's say. Now he has his money, his house. Now he got time to go live his best life. Now he wants to date younger women. Let's say 21-year-old. Now he dates her for 4 years. While he's dating her, he's cheating with other 19, 20, 25-year-olds.
No. That's what happened to you. Okay? That is what happened to her. That does not mean that's what's happening to all the other women out here. Again, with the narcissism, right? This is a classic projection that narcissists do. They project everything that's wrong about them onto other people so they don't have to take any accountability or responsibility for their poor decisions whatsoever. It's very cowardly. It's very weak. And yeah, it just, what can I say? Yeah, it's pathetic.
Damaging this young girl, right? You're causing trauma and damage that's gonna cost her pretty much years to heal. Fast forward.
So what is she, a child or an adult? Because as far as I know, once you turn 18, you're an adult, at least in this country. If you're overseas in some other countries, as soon as you turn 16, you are an adult. Okay? And I can remember when I was 18, 19, I would not want people who were, what is she, like 25 or something, talking about me as if I'm 12, right? Talk about my decisions as if I'm 12. Like, oh, he's just a little boy. Sure, be careful with him. He's fragile. No, these are grown women. I can't stand when these women just totally disrespect these younger women, acting as if they're just brainless and stupid and uneducated, when really what it is at the end of the day is it's just her own fear of those younger women finding happiness before she does, because she's already, she's in her 30s, because she's already in her 30s and she wasn't able to find it, right? And she wants to just like hold these women back from finding happiness before she does, right? Women just do not have each other's backs. When will you chicks wake up and just realize you all hate each other?
4 years later, she's 30. She's damaged. All because a 40-year-old wants to be living his best life after he built himself.
She's wrong, okay? Because many of these guys, even in celebrity culture where many marriages do not work out, a lot of these older celebrity dudes are getting with these younger women, and they are getting married for the most part. I just covered Dolph Lundgren, right? Dolph Lundgren, he married a much younger woman. He's a 66-year-old man. He married a 27-year-old woman. Put a ring on it, right? He's not looking to go out there and screw around, and he has plenty of money, plenty of status, and he just found a younger woman and he married her. That's the case for most of these older guys, with a few exceptions out there, like a Leo. He just wants to stay out there. But again, these women are not children. They know what they're getting themselves into. Okay? They see a guy like DiCaprio and they're like, hey, man, I want to be with this guy. He has status. They're making a conscious choice to be with this guy because they know they're at a point in their lives where their SMV is at its peak, at its highest, and they want to take advantage of it. Because they know once they turn 25, 26, they can't get a guy like that anymore. And they have to cash it in. So she's completely wrong. Okay, now one more clip. Oh gosh, another simp.
I'm not going to make friends with a lot of guys who are 45, 50 years old right now with this TikTok, who are dating women in their 20s, okay? Because I think I figured out why we do it. At age 45...
Coming from the guy who's probably never been able to get a woman half of his age. This guy in his robe, drinking coffee on his porch, in the middle of the day. This guy does not look like the type, especially with that attitude. Probably could if he cleaned himself up a bit and changed his attitude and actually believed in himself, but he doesn't. And because he doesn't believe in himself, he wants you to not believe in yourself, right? He wants to shame you. I've always said the thing about these kind of guys, these simps, is the fact that they are no different than women. And this is what I want you guys to be aware of. When you hear guys like this, you have to not even look at him as a man. He is a woman. He is operating out of his feminine frame. What do I mean by that? I'm not just putting him down. What I mean by that is he's trying to control the narrative. He's trying to do what women do, right? Which is shame you away from dating these much younger, much more fertile, much more virtuous women who have not slept around, who are not single moms and don't have kids from multiple marriages and haven't been divorced 3 or 4 times. He wants basically you to go for those women, to bypass younger women, right? To just ignore your own SMV, All the hard work you did to get to where you are in life, to win at life, all the risk taking you did to get to where you are, where you can finally get these younger women. Now he wants you to just pass up the prize and go for the damaged women that are your own age for, for selfish reasons, so he does not have to feel bad about himself. I mean, this is a common female tactic. And the thing I always notice about these guys is they were always raised by single moms. I guarantee this dude was raised by a single mom. If not, a weak father figure. Guarantee. This dude was surrounded by women growing up to the point, and I could spot these guys a mile away, right? They're surrounded by women so long, especially in their childhood growing up, that when they become adults, they become women. They are women themselves, right? And this is why I don't buy into the whole like optics of the real alpha male, the alpha dynamic, this whole like stereotypical Hollywood vision of what they used to project as the alpha male, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, big muscles and all this, and going into burning buildings and all that. Yeah, it's brave, but at the end of the day, they don't have any internal strength, right? Like guys like this, I don't know how if he would do something like that, but yeah, I mean, this guy's lacking internal strength because he knows exactly why these older guys go for younger women, but he wants to delude himself like a woman into believing that these guys go for younger women for nefarious reasons. It has nothing to do with her biology or the fact that she's more fertile and he might want to have a family, he might want to have kids. It has nothing to do with the fact that she hasn't slept with 1,000 guys from Tinder or Hinge or Bumble or anything like that. No, it has nothing to do with that. Or the fact that the chick is agreeable and she's not constantly nitpicking or arguing with him every second of the day about politics. Oh no, it has nothing to do with it. It's because you men, you're on a power trip. Unreal.
Guy my age dating a woman who's 25, it might be because I'm stuck as a man at the emotional maturity level of that 25.
Here goes the shaming. Here goes the shaming. None of these guys, or women. I mean, yeah, I mean, these two right here, to me, they're the same gender, right? They're the same gender. This guy needs a tampon right now. Because, I mean, talk about being salty. This dude right here is salty, right? And he's saying, like, the reason why high-value guys who are winning at life, who are financially successful, are dating younger women instead of older women, it's because they don't have emotional maturity. No. Those guys didn't get to where they are by being emotionally immature, right? Because every successful guy I know is very, very emotionally stable, right? They're able to make very, very calculated decisions in the real world that cause their business or their career or their finances to explode, right? Because you live in reality. You're not living in a delusion. You know the people I see fail at life? People who live in a delusion, right? People who live in delusion. When I started my business, there were tons of other entrepreneurs that I met on forums and whatnot, and 99% of them failed, right? Why? Because they were living in a delusion. They weren't living in reality. I think I was probably like one of the few that was living in reality, me and a couple other guys, and we all succeeded because we're in touch with the reality. It's like this guy is completely living in his own head. But that's what women do. They live in their own head. Why? Because they're too cowardly to face the world. So they themselves can live in this delusion, this bubble that does not reflect what's going on outside in the real world. This dude needs to really seriously go out and put his jeans on and touch grass.
There's nothing wrong with her being emotionally 25 if she is 25. There's a real problem with me being emotionally 25 if I'm 45. Walking around with my silver in my beard and in my hair, with my nice car, with my established job.
So this guy is saying he's 45. I'm about 8 years older than this guy. I'm 8 years older than this dude. Look at him. He looks like he could be my dad. So yeah, all of this crazy talk and shaming middle-aged men and sitting on your porch in your robe and dating 50, 60-year-old women, look where that's gotten you, dude. Right? At the end of the day, this is why I don't get down with people who just talk. I just point to the scoreboard. My old football coach used to tell me that. When the other team would try to rouse us and try to get in our heads, it was a very valuable lesson. He's just like, Matt, why do you care? Look at the scoreboard. That's all you got to do. Point to the scoreboard. And if you're losing and they're ahead, guess what? You got to shut up, which I did. I learned. you know? But if you're ahead and they try to talk smack, you go, hey, look at that scoreboard. Look at that scoreboard. Look at this scoreboard over here, right? This guy, 45 years old, looks like he's 65. I mean, I'm 52, right? I'm about to be 53 in September.
Look like a safe place for that 25-year-old woman. She wants a guy who's going to treat her maturely and fairly. And so she gets into the relationship with the guy who's 45, thinking he's going to treat her differently than that guy who's 23.
And he does. He does.
No. It's a bait and switch, and
okay, he's projecting.
It's worse than being hurt by a 23-year-old. Because you're 43, 44, 45, and you still haven't healed that wound as a man that you got when you were 23.
All right, this dude is projecting. He's totally projecting right now. And this, you know, this stooge right next to him is also projecting as she points. Oh, look, he's making a point. No, you guys both effed up in life. You guys are both. You guys screwed up your lives, and now you want to project it onto winners? I don't think so.
You came out of your first relationship. Here's to stopping using women who are in their 20s as emotional scratching posts.
Yeah, how about you stop using women who are in their 50s as emotional scratching posts so you could virtue signal? Take your own advice.
Guys,
graybeard.
Quit dating those women. Get into therapy. Actually
get into therapy. How did I call it, guys? How did I tell you? Did I not just tell you that this guy is a woman? Did I not just tell you that this guy needs a tampon? Right? He is no different than this other broad right next to him, right? These two are the same gender right here, as far as I'm concerned. This guy, like many guys like him, were raised by women, likely a single mom. And if he had a father, again, it was a weak father figure who he saw growing up get dominated by his mother. His mom dominated his father. That's why he talks like a woman. That's why he sounds like a woman. And to a certain degree, even with his gray beard here, he kind of even looks like a woman. He has the same kind of vibe that a woman has.
Actually become that.
Talking about therapy? Talking about you should get into therapy? Why? So you could be like more like a woman? So you could have some female woke therapist tell you everything that's wrong with you about the patriarchy and blame you for men? This guy, just like this woman over here on the left is a bitter old woman, this guy's a bitter old man. And he's like 8 years older. He's like 8 years old, younger than me. He's a bitter old man, just like she's a bitter old woman. It's really sad they can't see this, but that's what happens when you're stuck in your feminine frame. You cannot see reality. It's like a smoke screen in front of you, right? A smoke screen that keeps you from seeing the truth. So let them live in their lie.
Quit dating those women, get into therapy, actually become that emotionally secure, emotionally available man.
Like you?
And then if you still want to date somebody who's 25, you can do that and actually give emotionally what you're advertising with the silver in your beard. Or just date somebody your own age.
Oh my God. I don't know what these two chicks are talking about, but as always, guys, drop your comments below. I'll see you in the next coaching video.
All right, this is M from the 33 Secrets signing out here with the Lamborghini. Yes, it's my Lambo. Go to Matt Cross Official, my IG, see the entire process of me purchasing this vehicle. Took about 2 months to close, and the same guy who delivered my DeLorean also delivered my Lamborghini. TJ at Florida Exotic Transport. If you ever need to transport a muscle car, exotic car, he's your man. So very excited about this vehicle. It's actually a pretty rare find. It's Rossifesto Red, which is one of the rarest colors for Lamborghini. It's a $14,880 option, believe it or not. I was on a hunt for one for over 2 years, just like I was my DeLorean. Finally found one. It's got super low miles, 11K, not bad. And we're going to be featuring this car a lot more here on the channel for many years to come. It's just gorgeous, isn't it? Whew. Oh my gosh, take a look at this. It hasn't dried yet, but I'm still putting this on there. It's my IG tag. But as always, gentlemen, make sure you smash that like button. Smash that like button below. Do it for the Lamborghini and the DeLorean. I still have it, by the way. I'm not selling the DeLorean. I'll probably keep this car for a little bit, but DeLorean is going to stay. So we'll get the DeLorean back on here pretty soon. But enjoy the Lamborghini. And again, smash the like button. Smash that subscribe button as well. Helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, platinum pill content that I'm teaching you even further, best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there into the world and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, same exact type of women that myself and all of my coaching students all around the world now are out there approaching and closing every single week. And I kid you not, we are making it happen every single week. And I want you to become one of us. I want you to join us. And right now it's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons from me in Mastery. So take advantage of it. It's the best way to support my work. If you love what I'm doing here, if you love what I'm teaching you here, and you feel like I've added value to your life, this is the best way to pay me back. Get into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months of Mastery. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I'll see you in my next coaching video. I'm out with the Lambo. Till next time. Whew, so sweet.